Filipinos love a great story, especially if it involves everyday, ordinary implements. These utilitarian objects hold a unique anecdote, an interesting design imprint, or are just simply one of a kind. Trade ceramics from China are key markers of this ancient civilization's grand dynastic history, as well as their ties to early Filipinos. Our ancestors kept Chinese ceramics as symbols of status and were bartered for textiles, weapons, adornments, and raw materials. A ceramic's design allows us to trace its kiln of origin and the period it was produced, making ceramics important tools for documenting economic and cultural developments in Asia. Chinese ceramics with this specific blue-green glaze is referred to as celadon and is traced to the Longtuan kiln in Zhejiang, eastern China. During the Song period, from 1276 to 1278 AD, some of the best celadon were produced and were not made for export. It wasn't until the Yuan period, beginning in 1279 AD, that celadons were produced en masse and exported to Southeast Asia. This celadon incense burner depicts two dragons coiled around the body and a mystical food dog on the lid. To have such auspicious animals on this vessel was not like other Longtuan wares traded to early Filipinos, which were almost bare in design besides their signature glaze. An expert on Zhejiang wares claims to not have seen a similar example elsewhere. How this incense burner reached the Philippines is an interesting adventure story on its own. We might not think too highly of the salakot, a traditional wide-brimmed conical hat woven from plants such as rattan, as we associate it to the everyman. While it is true that the salakot served a utilitarian function, it had evolved into a gentleman's fashionable accessory. During the Spanish period, persons of rank such as the Principalia would don the salakot, but embellished with tortoiseshell and silver finials. The salakot in Muslim Mindanao were also intricately designed and decorated. In terms of craftsmanship, nothing was plebeian about them. This pinya handkerchief is not very different from delicate embroideries handed over from our great-great-grandmothers. But look closely and you will see a poem inscribed along the inner square. It is a poem of lamentation, because the owner was abandoned by her groom-to-be on their wedding day. To this day, we can feel this woman's pain. The value of objects is often measured by the materials and craftsmanship that went into them, but the stories attached make these objects doubly valuable. Museum objects are historically and artistically significant, but it is their connections and context that make them priceless and unique.